Hello everyone. Well, I liked this bike so much that I went ahead and I bought a second one. And part of the reason for doing that, I'm making another series of videos where I'm trying to put together a truck for overlanding. And I thought these two electric bikes would be really good to go in the bed or maybe on a hitch-mounted rack on the back of the truck. And I think they will work great for that. But what happened with buying the second uh, bike is it allowed me to sort of compare some differences between the two, and I solved the problem with the battery pack popping out on the first bike, and so I'm going to cover that now. Getting a second bike allowed me to compare the assembly and components of the two bikes. And the first thing I noticed was that the battery stayed locked in place on the second bike and was quite secure. I looked closer and noticed that on the first bike, the battery pack would not seat all the way back in its tray. I also noticed that the position of the tray seemed to be different between the two bikes. So it turned out that the tray on the first bike was mounted using a different set of holes in the frame, causing it to line up in a slightly different position. I think it may have been the screw head in the first hole that was causing the battery to not seat all the way and thus not allowing the locking pin to insert into the hole in the tray. This was the way the battery tray came mounted from the factory. So, if anyone has the same issue, check the way these bolts are aligned. After the bolts were changed to match the second bike, the battery would fully seat and lock in the tray without feeling like it would pop out on a hard jolt. I also noticed some other differences between the first and second bikes. Different brake levers and hydraulic reservoirs, different caliper assemblies, different front forks, and the second bike had some padding on the front portion of the top tubes.